Hello guys, and welcome everyone for a happy new year stream. Guys, welcome to the qualifying for the VMS Pro Series. So we ended last year with qualifying for the VMS Pro Series. So I thought it's a great idea to do this just over and over again, as we finished P6 overall last year. So we are running through the indignity of having to requalify again. So I am not 100% sure even if I want to race in VMS still. I'm overall fed up with the organization in total, but it might be positive as they run on a Sunday evening, which is good for content, you know. So yeah, here we are. I'm just keeping my options open with doing 2 or 3 runs should be enough for qualifying into the platinum split. We do have a good car, we do have a good setup. We just need to get the event settings right, which we're going to set now. They want us to run saturated, dry, static, 2 p.m. on the weather slots, everything clear and 28 degrees. As if it would make a difference in the end, but we're gonna do it anyway. None in the time scale. We need to make sure to change that back later on. Everything else normal, strict track limits. Something else that I missed. 2 p.m. start time. Clicking through the rules. Cool. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready. I hope you are ready. Let's go. Happy New Year, everyone. Hey, Nicholas. Hey, Ian. Thank you for joining, everyone. So, target is pretty easy. We need to do a hot stint faster than 127.9 in average. 7 laps in a row. Should be fairly easy. With our skill level, with our car, unless they've changed the pop significantly, which I hope they didn't do. Let's see how this goes. What was the last? Was that the last setup? I think it was. Did we run the VMS Pro Series in the wet? I can't remember. Did we? I think we did not, but all right. Anyway, one run to get us warmed up to see whether we have enough of the fuel. You know what? $25 liters probably too much anyway. Fresh set, always important. Otherwise, disqualification. Let's take 20. It was dry. Yeah, I just wondered. Yeah, it's Fabio. VMS Pro Series pre-quali because I came 5th in the end, you know? So, yeah. I mean, whatever, really. If they believe they need me to do this, then that's fine to me. Then of course we're doing it. Yeah. I mean, the top 10 in Platinum should stay in there regardless, because those are the top 10. Those guys know what they are doing. But that's just me. So of course we now do some pre-qualifications. We obviously have learned a little bit more about this car in the meanwhile, so in case it's not goody, not quickie enough, we have options to tune it even further down, or to tune the setup even further. Obviously I also give myself a little bit of a leeway. I mean, in my own arrogance, and excuse that arrogance, I obviously believe it should take me like 30 minutes and then we're done with that. And while we're doing so, guys, I'm happily reviewing the 2025 year with you. How have your 2025 year been? What was your highest high? What was your lowest low? What has driven you this year forwards? What was your personal challenge? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Let me know. If you're watching this as a VOD, let me also know down in the comments area below. Obviously the first couple of laps we need for the groove. Yeah, see, if you do this in one of the 6 hot stint laps, your average immediately drops by a 10th or so. And with strict track limits, that lap is invalidated in the first place. You started iRacing again. Why so? Because you still love that as your favorite sim? Something tells me that the BMW got massively overhauled in... Actually, I'm not sure if my camera setting is correct. Actually, it is. Awesome. I'm not sure if the BMW got popped in Fuji because it was an OP car like a few months back, so I would expect it to be popped. Firstly, I need to put myself a benchmark. Jens, good luck to you as well. I haven't had a look into AMS2 at all lately, simply because there was no reason for me really to be on it. Maybe there will be in this year, let's see. Lord Morvin, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. So here comes our fast time lap. Probably about 28. Yeah, we don't need a pop, we need a new tire model. I couldn't agree more with that. 29.0. A 6-lap hot fap stint, it's unbearable to say the least. Gamidu, that's great that you guys can see the mighty calculator. One of the most important gadgets on my rig. On the one hand, the brake bias is way too much to the front, on the other hand, it's not enough on the rear. Or even too much on the rear, not enough. So we finished now, how many laps? That was lap 4. So I'm overfueled by a little bit. Okay. Yes, 094 on the fuel. Copy, copy. Damn, that was the wrong number I looked into. Okay, new tires. Some clicks on the suspension. A few clicks less on the fuel. And then we're good to go for the second stint. Guys, I'm racing the BMW. And you know what? This might as well just be a quick stream. Putting up car balance. As I said, we need a 5-lap hot stint in this. With an average of like a 27 something. So yeah, let's just see. So Paolo, we are in the BMW V8 Hybrid M hypercar. Exit, hello there. What is it that makes the BMW car of my choice over all the other hypercars? Well, back in the day when we raced at Fuji, this was the best hypercar available. So we just raced it, you know. And since pre-qualifying is on this track, we haven't seen a big overhaul of things. Again, I don't know how Bob has developed lately with the BMW. It might as well be not the best car anymore, but it is what it is now. That's what we're using. And now we see how things are going, right? Yeah, looking how the front end looks, it looks pretty close to the Ginetta LMP3. I tend to agree with that. So the question is, how quick can we go? How was your year 2025? Let me know. Was it a good one? Was it a bad one? You're looking for 2026? Any plans? Any New Year resolutions? Also let me know if you want. I hate hot lapping and I hate hot stinting. 28, 245 is last. And BMW hypercar 3Q copy. Yeah, if I would be starting with a low 28, that I think would be good. And I think we're doing it. So 28.23. What is it, the average? 245 is the last car to beat. 262. And that was the first lap. That was not good. That has immediately costed us half a tenth on average. So positive year for you, that's great to hear. So not the pitch perfect lap, but a slightly better one. 28.17. That puts the average to 28.1. Maybe we can put some 27s on top of that. That would be goody. You didn't have a good year, Fate. I'm sorry to hear that. Then I hope 2026 is treating you better. Yeah, look what happens if you hit the apex. A little bit more quick again. Putting the average to a 0.1. So that was lap number 4. Three to go. Okay. 2.61 times 7 is 18.27, so 19 liters is what we need. Fresh set of tires. 19. Can't remember. Did we put... Okay. Well then, here we go again. Creative Pixels, this is a Hyper P1 from GSI. I just can't be asked with that stupid qualifying. It's just so annoying. But let's see. Maybe we race, maybe we don't. All depends how my schedule looks like in mid of January. The reason why I bought it this last attempt is pretty simple. There's 27, there's 28. That's like, they have been alright, you know, they would have easily got me into the platinum split, but I need at least a 27 somewhere. So let's see. So then tomorrow in 2026, so next year as well, we're probably going to have more stream. I'm planning tomorrow to do some dailies potentially. Very good, improving the setup with a couple of small convenience clicks. I'd love to see that. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle on the exit, but nonetheless, 28.0 as an opener. What's the average? 28.0, right? So 2/10 off the cutoff. Very goody. Actually, a not too great turn one. Sometimes it's not about turn one, it's about the entirety of the lap. Which is looking alright at the moment. So after 0.61 we put the 2.5 something. 2.66, so the average goes to 1.63. Hey Cairo, how you doing? Well, sure, I can give you a lap guide next time by. Yeah, it's a sad story. We need to do this pre-qualifying hot fapping shit. It's absolutely non-representative about the speeds everyone can do. So, but we talk you through the lap. Turn 1, heavy braking zone from the very outside. Need to touch the curb on the inside very late to have a great exit here. Run over the curb. Or if you even can do it, don't touch the curb at all. Late braking, massive curb mounting on the inside, maximizing all the track for turn 2. Then here, stay in the middle, go a bit wide, go tight again to the inside towards that curb. Late on the brake, second gear, first for the rotation. Want to miss that curb as it unsettles the car otherwise. Maximum push on the exit though. Then for the hairpin here, heavy braking zone right after this board. Want to mount the curb here. Turns the car around, same with this one, pulls the car around as well. Cutting the curb on the exit of the chicane. Late apex into that right hand turn. Early on the throttle, mounting the curb, staying all the way to the inside, going a bit wide here, opening up for the left hand, the second gear, touching the curb slightly, mounting the curb fully on the exit. And then, last but not least, stay in the middle. Late at the apex, acceleration out of the turn. Let's go. So, setup is not good yet. What are we doing with it? Easy fixes. We're putting some more magic to it, I would say. Sure, Cairo. You can out-qualify me, I don't care. You will be fast in the hot faps. I will be 10th in the hot fap. I still end in your split. And then in the race, I may still beat you. I have the confidence, you know. I might just not even make it into the platinum split because you know, I will not spend 2 or 3 hours hot fapping this car and making sure I go to platinum split because it's not the reality. I'm gonna do this for an hour max. And if it doesn't work out, then I cannot further be bothered with it. Ah, sorry, I forgot taking out the fuel from the car. How could I forget? So guys, and if you want to enjoy us next year even further, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel, make this community grow, guys. Thank you so much for your support this year. You guys have been overwhelming. You guys have been where we were literally at every spot, and that is so much appreciated. You cannot even believe it. You guys have pushed this channel forwards big time. You have given us a very, very strong support throughout the year, and I want to say massively thank you. And I hope to see you guys next year, keeping pushing on the channel, keeping pushing on the support, keeping pushing with us on and off the racetrack for good sim racing stuff. As we're coming out of pit road again. All these stupid regulations that we need to obey, and then put a 7-lap hot stand in, don't off-track it. We've way too many hot tappers in the Platinum split anyway. People that are good on one lap but can't race cleanly. Sadly, penalties won't just fix it. Il Padrino. More than bronze, you're not going to get. Ah, that's a sad story. Yeah, if I don't put it platinum, I'm not gonna race anyway. Like, I don't see the necessity of it. Anyway, here we are sitting doing qualifying in the first place. Let's see how it goes with this 7-lap hop stint. Sadly, I have off-tracked it already. Which means, oh no, I have to do it again. Cairo, because we need options for next year. If there is a Le Mans Virtual Series, then VMS is not going to be a topic. But sadly, I will not know about Le Mans Virtual Series until whenever it gets announced, if it gets announced. Maybe there is nothing happening, right? So when I decide then in the end of January, it's worth to at least race something on a Sunday, I race VMS. If there is many more other things like low fuel motorsports, let's say, or like a more interesting Le Mans Ultimate featured series, then I'll race something else. But the problem is I need to decide now until 3rd of January whether I do have a chance to even race here. So I'm doing it. It's all about the options, right? Maybe in 25th of January I decide this was a waste of time. But even if it potentially is a waste of time, it still means a good stream for you guys, so you have something to enjoy. Which is some benefit as well, right? Okay, 6 laps. Let's do it. Yeah, it's between third and fourth. It's a bit of an unfortunate feeling at times in it. So, 27.9 to begin with. Actually, 27.8. Hey Marco, how you doing? Happy New Year, buddy. I think I'd like third for initial rotation, you know. So how I like first for this turn 4. Just getting the car around the apex. Simcar Geezer, hello there. Hey Glenn, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. You just finished the daily race, not ideal. Well, we're gonna do daily races tomorrow. So, 27.8, 27.8, let's go. Bit too much locking into this turn 5. Yeah, turn 4. Quite flat spotted the tires there. That is obviously a shit lap. Gets the average down to a 28.0. Uh, 28.5 or 6. For gold. So bad again. Having so much time on the plate. Yeah, with the Spinala, it's obviously shitty. So they have bopped the Ferrari. Where is my 27.6 that I didn't qualifying with that car on that setup? Are you sure? When 28,286 is the end of Platinum, then 28,5 should get you into Gold. First I need to decide to race, Marco. I'm just putting qualifying because I can't retain my seat. And if I'm actually going to be racing, I will decide at the end of January. I think I'm also just simply over pushing the car, but whatever. Alright, here we go again. Man, after 227.8s, should have just been like able to continue like that. But whatever. And off track obviously doesn't help at all. You know what, guys? I'm just about to leave it. Call it a year. You heard a couple of laggers make me go, what's a lagger? Ah, Marco, this this pre-qualifying is maybe stopping me from racing, if I'm entirely honest. Ah, the beers. Well, maybe. Maybe they do. I mean, I've said this before in VMS. The moment I have to go through pre-qualifying is probably also the moment where I'm stopping. Because I don't need to prove to be able to Platinum splits. Been there. Been a champion. Scored a top 5. Scored a top 6 last year. In F1 you also don't need to re-qualify after a bad year, so... 27.82 gets you to Platinum, man. That actually should be the top 5 of Platinum. Maybe even best of Platinum. I see it's Marco Di Buono in the chat then, because I saw the entry list. Marco Di Buono is not silver. Oh, maybe I'm mixing it up. Sadamu spin, absolutely. Which is why I can't wait for the new tire model. And this is also a point of criticism, because I think the moment we're going to race in that series is we probably have a new tire model. I'm not sure when it drops, but obviously they've been saying it's in the making since a while now, so kind of just wonder when is the time it finally drops, you know. Exactly, it should drop in January, so this entire qualifying session is pointless. And yeah, I mean it. It's just incredibly frustrating that I have to do it. Because it doesn't mean a single thing really, if we're entirely honest, but yeah, whatever. Look at me. Starting with another purple lap. 27.7. Exactly, end of January. And I think VMS Pro Series starts in February, so... Anyway, 27.7. Exactly, everything will be different. But you know what? Till then we don't care. We just do what is asked of us. And then we just leave it there. Not that good of a lap. So again, anyway, 781 and 8 something gets us to 850. 889, yeah, 850 is the average. That is 2/10 off already. That is a 10th gone as well. Well, I would need at least one valid attempt, right? So we just keep going. So then a 0.7, a 0.8, and this is going to be a 0.2. Is probably 950 is the average right now. 27,950. Going a bit too wide. This is huge pain. Huge time loss again. And once again we're 1.5 tenths off. That story. $350 is a 28.01. What's the average? 28.0 something. Two more to go. Already 3/10 back. That slide is killing it. Yep. Alright, we're gonna still, you know, a quick check. So 27.781 plus 27.889 plus 28.396. 28.129, and that is going to be a 28.884. That is divided by 5 is still enough. 28.197. So all we need is... Oh, hang on a minute. That makes it even better. Sadly missed the breaking point, and with that, the stint goes out of the window. You know what? One more try. We're good. So, 27.781 plus 27.889 plus 28. Sorry, 309 plus 28.15. 129 plus 28.57 divided by 5 is 28.125. Easy in. I just need a tad more stability, really. I need rotation, and at the same time I need stability. That is my biggest concern right now. The paradox situation is we're getting faster. It's just we're getting at the same time more inconsistent. So, last attempt. Last 10 minutes to go. And then I'm just leaving it. Tubing tunes, yes. We're not necessarily just crashing out. But certainly, the thing that doesn't help right now is obviously I'm a bit in the mood because I don't deserve this pre-qualifying stuff, whatever. The thing is I'm not alone, it's probably 5 or 6 other people from this season have to do it too. It just feels shit having to do it in the first place. Yeah, today I look a little bit exhausted and angry. Exhausted I'm from life at the minute as well anyway, but on top of that I'm also angry about the fact I wanted to stream a bit earlier as well, so you know I got late on my schedules and everything, which doesn't help. Daniel, thank you so much for your follow. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year to you as well. So on top of that, we obviously need to see how our dog deals with the Sylvester rockets. It's going to be an interesting one to see tonight. And you can already, like, my target today was jump into the car, do a maximum of 20 laps, and be fine with it. Because we have a setup from this year at this race venue ready, which is easily able to do these things. But it's just not like that, and this is what gets me so unnerved about it. You're having to sit here for an hour to almost do a full race distance. Pure hot fapping and manipulating tires and everything. Just to get your place back in that series. So this time we're starting with a 28.0. Unlucky. The thing is, MD, the urgency is until end of day, 3rd of January, and I'm racing 6 hours Monza. Which, you know, is way more important than this. But if I want to have flexibility in deciding, I need to go through the indignity now. Yes, hot fapping. Some could also say hot grinding. Doesn't Yanni also say hot fapping? Feel free. It's a hot fap. It's a hot fap festival. 27.805 after 014 puts it 27.9 on average. Come on, Delta, go down. Shit, turn 1. And another shit lap, probably. I should at least be able to put it at 0.9, that would be good. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course, you're locking up the front right instead of the rear right. This time, it's not going to be a 29.0. Sorry, 27.9. Okay. You know what? We just leave it. Not worth it. And you know, we don't want to end our year frustrated because of disqualifying session. So, Rookie of the Year, guys. We're Rookie of the Year, I think. because we're one of the highest ranked drivers that is still in rookie batch, because we cannot be asked to do any daily races. But we will do daily races tomorrow. And with that, guys, I say Happy New Year to you. Tomorrow we're gonna race some Monza stuff. Around Monza actually, with a car that we're going to race, perhaps or perhaps not. We're still in the evaluation phase for the 6 hours of Monza happening the first weekend. Saddam's been, yeah, I mean, consider it a rage quit, whatever. It's not that much of a rage quit, because rage quit, I would have just said, like, you know, I would have pressed Alt F4 and said, that's gonna do it for this year. And then we would have been off. But, you know, we can have a look just for a couple of guys that I hear were interested. So we're bringing up the 11 Pro Series stuff. Where is that? Standings, there we go. Standings, and then we see like that, we see. So we have Marco Canta with the average lap time of 8:29. Like 27.4 is something I can't do. Jimmy Minard 27.4 is, you know, that's not something that I cannot do. I'm getting curious now. What is my pole lap time from the VMS Pro Series? Here we go. $27,638. So maybe the car didn't get buffed. Well, 27,638. I did now a 27.0. No, 6070. So just half a tenth off that. Maybe I'll just need to load up my setup on the caddy and just go for it, you know? So anyway, 245, 241, 213. Yeah, a 28.0. That should be easy. Oh, we're easily there. I can understand if you guys being like, oh, if you say that should be easy or can be easy, then why haven't you done it just yet? So, just because right now I'm not in the mood, I'm just getting too frustrated, overdriving, and then an easy thing becomes a difficult thing. And we want to think things easy, so we just try again tomorrow. The Isota. Ooh la la. I honestly think if I put that on the caddy and just go for it, I may interestingly be quicker. I know Minar is a caddy driver, Paul is a caddy driver, not sure about Di Buono. Lucas Cedar, he just blew me off in the LFM Pro Series, so it's gonna get a protest for that. I was faster than him yesterday. He was in the caddy. Probably is gonna be in the caddy here as well. So yeah, easy fix. Just need to do it. And about the people, yes, 28.5. Well, I said 28.5 to be enough for gold. Probably not then. Need to probably have a 28.3 at least. Yeah, the caddy is a bit more consistent and also a bit better on the brakes. Lucas was in the BMW copy. I mean, my averages were good enough for a 28.0 anyway. I just need to be at the lower end of a 28.0. That's the only thing I need to fix. So I could easily slot in that area, which should be sufficient. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. That's gonna do it for this year. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being here. Hope you will enjoy next year's streaming here on Le Mans Ultimate. Hope you are looking forward for more streams, for more content, for generally having a good time here. Sometimes frustrated, sometimes not. too frustrated. Let's see. Goobing Tunes, am I enjoying the McLaren Fiesta? Perhaps. Maybe GT3, maybe Hypercar, we don't know yet. Anyway, guys, everyone, I wish you a happy new year. Thank you for all the support this year. And of course, if you appreciate what we're doing, guys, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitch. Come back for more next year. Till then, have a good slip into it, as we say here in Germany. Have a good slide into 2026. Have a great year. All the best. May all your wishes and goals come true and achieved. And I'm looking forward to hearing more of you next year, seeing how you guys are gonna get on with it. Till then, have a good evening, everyone. See you and bye bye.